Hi, everybody out there. It's me, Mickey, and I'm hanging out today with 𝐅𝐢𝐤𝐤𝐤. Doing a
Hi.
quick, cute, chill art stream, a little collab stream. 𝐅𝐢𝐤𝐤, thank you so much for asking me to be here.
Oh, of course. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I was like, you're a. Of course, no, it's my pleasure. You're a font of wisdom. So I was really happy when you asked me to be here and stream with you. So
Aw.
um, what are you working on today?
Wait, I'm going to try to adjust you a little bit. Today, I am working on my VOIDMISTRESS. I figured, screw it, I'll just go ahead and work on the piece that I was having. I'm like, I could work on Zally, but let's be honest, like, I'm just not ready to tackle that right now. I'm kind of ready for my vacation, ready for my break.
Yeah, it was also so sweet of you to like completely stop your entire vacation, halt all your plans just for me, just to hang out with me. Super sweet of you.
Well, it was half
It
and
was pretty
half.
funny when you had texted me and you were like, "Surprise! I'm
Well, do
actually
you want to know what
available
actually
on
happened?
Friday." That was a nice surprise.
Do you really want to know what
Yeah, tell
happened?
me.
Okay, so the thing about that is
Yeah, yeah.
on the 3rd, well, first of all, the swim party for the 4th of July was canceled, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. But then on the 3rd, my grandma tripped and broke her arm. So I was going to go
Oh
down
my
to town
God,
on July
no.
4th, but then when she broke her arm, I'm like, okay, I'm not coming till Monday, and then good luck. Yeah, we've kind of got everybody lined up to like take care of her.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Man, oh my God, I thought that was gonna be a good story. I regret wanting
It's
to know
not
now
at
what
all. It's not a
happened.
bad
I was hoping that
story.
it would be like something fun, like
Not a bad
that's not a bad story.
story.
It's just like I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, she's okay. She's completely okay.
But also
Um,
good for her. Little that she has people
she
that she has people to
literally
take care of her, and that's
was
awesome.
bragging,
Oh
okay?
my
She was
God.
bragging like, "Oh yeah, I've never broken a bone," and blah 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 blah. And here, here she is. You are no longer a part of that club.
Ah, and then crack.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
It's hilarious.
Get these nails. I forgot to add nails on my characters. Sorry by the way, everybody, if my stream is spotty or my audio is messed up. Can't really help it. If you want the full HD 4K fantasy, go on over to 𝐅𝐤𝐤𝐤's channel
Yes, yes. We will be hosting the
and you can see it all.
non-choppy stream, but you know, typically I'm the one that's always choppy, so this is hilarious. But I mean, I do feel sorry for you, you
Yeah.
know. If I could, I would give you the better
Ugh, I
internet,
know it
babe.
just sucks, right? Well, it's like crazy because like we pay for a higher package and it still just does what it wants to do, which is
Hmm.
frustrating, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know,
Well, and it sucks when
like
there
if
aren't very
you
many options, so you can't
if
really like
you're
threaten
already
them.
going to extra step. My friend was recommending fiber, so I might get into that at one point.
Oh yeah.
But for now, we just suffer.
I mean, I get it. I have to
I'm
suffer
just
with
like, it's
Starlink.
kind of
It's the
like,
only
oh
thing
wait,
that
is there a way to like
works.
refresh? Because my
Yes.
my
Is it the browser?
Starling, I don't know what that is. Is that a provider?
Yes, that's unfortunately Elon Musk's
Refresh cache page? Yeah, yeah.
satellite internet, but it's the only thing that works up here and it works really well, so I really can't complain.
Um, yeah, I mean, if it's working, great. Okay, refresh the cache.
Yeah, because even on mine, I have to keep the browser
And I hope that my
source on
internet gets it
Interact.
together.
Well, I have to keep the browser source on Interact, and I have two screens, so I mess with my Cintiq, and every time it goes off, I just go back and keep refreshing. Yeah, but it's not supposed to do that, but again,
Do you have to open the page too?
it has to be on the interact, yes. Like where you right click the browser
Yeah.
source and interact. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Yeah, because it's not. Unfortunately, it's being silly.
Yeah, it's
I think I
being
just have to
pretty
change this
bad,
on.
but again, I think it's mostly due to your internet, but you know. I mean, I could call them and be like, excuse me. Maybe work that magic.
Right, please do. It's like it's so frustrating because it's completely like random
That was
when it decides that
ridiculous.
it's like, okay, I'm gonna work today, or it really is. It really, really is.
How's it going, little demon girl? But I mean, I'm glad that it works like most of the time for your like your gaming, you know, because that would bite if that was not working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some times that I'm like, I just have to log out because it's not working. That,
Mm-hmm.
and it does suck. Like, it's very frustrating. Like, especially like when I do like Mythic Plus or
Oh yeah.
dungeons and timed content. I'm like, man,
Yeah, when we
like,
first got
get
Starlink,
it
I was like,
together.
guys, because I would like, what was it? It would disconnect me like in the middle of a Mythic Plus, and I'm the healer, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Like, rest in peace, bitches.
Pretty
Like,
much.
I'll res you after. That's funny.
Hey, no. Alright.
Yeah, so like what do you play again too? Like in WoW? What's you like play a
Um,
priest as well, right?
Disc Priest or Holy Paladin. Just real quick from my chat, sorry guys. I'm trying to do a dual stream with Mickey. His internet is being, or excuse me, her internet is being a little fucked up. But other than that, I promise their internet works most of the time. So please give them a follow. This is one of, I would say, one of my art students teaching this woman how to perfect her Photoshop skills. But anyways,
Look, it's nice. The tips have been legendary.
well, I'm glad too, because that's exactly what I'm like about to be doing
Appreciate
with
that.
everybody. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
god. Like, because people keep asking me questions too, and I'm like, just wait!
How is
I
your video
swear.
going, by the way?
What? What do you mean? Or do you mean somebody else? I'm about to get all sorts of confused. Can I turn Mickey up? Yes, I can. At the moment, he is quiet, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's you're gonna hear a very interesting robot.
I'm gonna hear a very interesting robot.
Man, I'm like, of course.
Oh, this is the shoulder piece. That's why I'm having
Yeah,
trouble.
because you're turning me up.
Oh.
It's naturally, of course, it's like my internet would be totally fine
You're
all night,
welcome.
all morning, and then as soon as I want to go live,
Oh, of course. That's when the internet decides to fuck you up.
exactly,
Is this all one color? I think
exactly.
it is. Let me
I
triple
love Disc
check.
Priest, by the way. It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you looking forward to the War Within?
I'm not sure. Like, I kind of am. There have been other people that have been playing that I'm trying to watch their streams and, like, kind
Mhm.
of get an idea of what's coming. But at the same time, just because my work is so crazy busy, um, and then, you know, in case there are commissions that come up of it, they'll take priority, but regardless, it's just kind of like, okay, even if I don't have commissions, like, yeah, working on a graphic novel, trying to do all this stuff. Just like, yeah, are you doing enough? I don't know.
Right.
Am I? Typically, I wouldn't have been doing this much, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
you are a busybody.
Elu's worse, I promise you. Like, I honestly feel pretty lazy if that, see, I don't know why, but I feel lazy when I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything.
Lazy.
And I'm over here doing like a
Oh
million
my
things.
god.
I know.
If you're lazy. Yeah, truly. Like, whenever I talk to you, you're always doing so much. So I'm like, if you're fucking lazy, then God help the rest of us. Like, excuse me?
Well, I mean, says you, miss, oh, I'm just gonna go drag for a bit, excuse me. And you're like constantly doing makeup, and I'm just like, man, half the time I can't be bothered to do makeup more than like 3 days a week. You want to come be my makeup artist and just do makeup all
and you know what?
day?
You shouldn't. I don't, but thank you for the... No, I would. I would do your makeup, actually. That'd be fun.
Oh my god,
I love doing
I
makeup.
would
Makeup is a lot of fun.
Shit, be like,
it does get,
Mikki,
like... It
please,
gets old at some point, though, too.
beautify me. You could even drag me. I don't care. Like, put it all on me. Make me... Oh, you guys didn't even see that. Sorry. Make me beautiful.
Yes. Have you ever done drag?
You guys are cutesies.
Make me pretty, mama.
Well, thank you. We
Mama,
try.
I want to be pretty. Period. Have you ever done drag?
No, of course not. No. Never in my life. I've always... I think we talked about this before.
What do you mean, of course not? Why not?
Well, like, of course not, because, like, I don't have, like, the... Come on, I do so much stuff. When would I have the time to do that? But honestly, like, I've always wanted... We've talked about this. Like, I've wanted to go to, like, the LA drag show because they're so, like, big and awesome. For anyone that's curious, I'm sorry. It's gonna hurt some feelings. I'm straight. I'm sorry. But I'm completely straight, but I do have so many friends who
Thank you for your apology.
Well, because I'm sure somebody's gonna get real heartbroken because people are like, oh my god, I love it. Like, I always get, especially from lesbians, hardcore, they're always like, why are you straight? I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like, I love that you all love me, but at the same time, I'm like,
it's just the way the world is.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just that way. I'm so sorry. Like, I will love you platonically. Does that count? Like, I love everybody, okay? But yeah,
it does count. It does.
It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah. I haven't been able to, and then of course, it's hard to find somebody who's comfortable as well, because I wouldn't want to go by myself, but I would legit love to go to a drag show because they are, especially in LA, they are the best from what I've heard. I'm just like, oh, that would be cool. You good, Daddy?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
You definitely should go. Yeah, you should definitely go.
Yeah, as soon as you come out here and come with me.
Ha.
Okay,
hell, I'm down.
You could be in the drag show, and I would be there, like, screaming my heart out.
Oh, probably. That would be fun. Yeah, I've never performed
straight girl
in LA,
on the internet.
Said, right? Is where you want to go?
Yeah.
I've never performed down there.
I know, but it would be cool, though.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Come on, headpiece. Thank you.
That's normal. Like, straight girls losing their mind is 60% of a drag audience. So.
Oh, of course. Like there's no controlling that.
That's what it is. No, of course. And why would I want to?
Like, I just love like, okay,
think
about it, guys.
I'm sure there's one by you.
I've even heard of straight men wearing heels, but still, like, think about it, though. When a man, like, physically man, can wear heels better than a female body, and I'm like, this is fucked up, because I would eat shit if I wore heels. I don't know how these people can do it. And then you get them in drag, and they're, like, goddesses. I'm just like, I can't. I have so much respect.
Right. Well, it just goes to show that gender presentation is a
Is a
lot less
lie.
serious than we've taken it all these
It's a
years.
lie. You can look
Yeah,
at it all you want, but like you need to ask.
exactly.
Be like, hey. And like don't be afraid to ask either. Be like, oh, what are you? What do you identify as? Cause damn, you make all of us look bad. I don't care what we are. I'm a fish. Flop, flop. I'm not even human.
No way.
Oh my god. I keep
Ah,
forgetting this is so zoomed in.
we are
Sorry.
post-human. We're in the post-human era. Let's
I
see.
don't know what I'm turning into, but it's there. It's happening. I'm just a
No,
void elf. I don't know what to
I
tell you.
support you. I support you.
Thank you. I support you.
Oh, yes.
What
Yes, yes, yes. I'm looking forward to, honestly, Midnight. It's so crazy, but
do you
like
mean?
the Midnight expansion is the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
right.
obviously, like, because we play
I
elves,
think War Within is like the first step, but I think it's
having
gonna
a
be like
whole,
almost trilogy like. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they've said. That's their intention, which I think is great. I think it's cool that they're doing
Oh yeah, I was over here.
like having like a they wrote all this story at once and they're just going to release it slowly. I think
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. I think that's going to be very healthy for the story of the game or the narrative. Man, I really hope that my connection stabilizes at some point. I was hoping that it would already
From
have.
what I have not had to refresh your page in like a good few minutes, so I think it is stabilizing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So hopefully it is. Like hopefully I'm
Oh,
not
thank
talking out my ass, but no promises.
you. I mean, as long as it's working somewhere, as long as it's like as long as it's not messing up like your stream, then I'm like, okay, that's fine.
But yeah, like even before we got on, I was playing in remix and I was just like doing some prop pally
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I was just like, oh man, this is so unrealistically easy, but like, it is kind of easy. And I'm like, man, because I am not a tank. I can tank, but I'm just not
Yeah.
a tank. And I'm
Oh,
like,
remixed for sure.
so I'm like running through dungeons and people are like running ahead of me. I'm like, pull whatever the
Yeah,
fuck you
tanking is
want.
the
I don't care.
right. That's remix. Remix is yeah. Tanking is the one role I don't really do. So I feel you. I feel you, sis. um. Uh,
I mean, I can
Also,
disc priest
fun
tank.
fact: I
You're not gonna
call
like it.
yeah, fade, fade, fade. That's me tanking.
Nah.
What was I saying?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Prop paladin. I call it the
Oh,
dishwasher spec. Because when you
dishwasher.
play prop paladin, it sounds like you're in a dishwasher.
A little bit, yeah. Not gonna lie. But no. So,
It's so many hammers and it's all like
what
clinking
is
around.
it? No, that sounds more like my like my laundry. Sorry. But no, so okay. I
Fair.
started playing WoW in Lich King. So
Uh-huh.
I was paladin first and then I switched
Ooh.
and went priest. And then so at the time, okay, Lich King was like the big deal, so that's all we were doing. So
Join the dark side.
everybody was like flipping out,
Right.
wouldn't jump to gunship, and I lost my shit. I'm like, I'll go, I'll tank it. So mind you, this was current content. I jumped over and I tanked the whole thing on my discipline priest. Came back and was like, yep, there you go. So, like, just saying,
That's
guys, just because
hilarious.
you're a healer doesn't mean you can't take, the bull by the horns, okay? You can do it. I believe in every single one of you.
That's right. I know know that's right.
Oh man.
That's crazy though. I feel
It's
like
so
one of the
funny.
bosses over there smacks.
They do hurt, but like I had
That
bubbles. I
is
was
funny.
really good about knowing when they were gonna come out.
You made it work.
It was timing mostly. I will admit, yeah, like it was not hard.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
You got
guys,
shield.
can you please stop? And we had like
That's fair.
Death Knight
Ugh, you know what that reminds
tanks.
me of though? That reminds me of
What?
yeah.
Reminds you of what?
Like oh sorry, yeah. Like where's the tanks at? It reminds me of Torghast. Torghast is what I was thinking, and
I
I was like,
never
oh,
did Torghast.
like timing and trying to tank. Yuck. Consider yourself lucky. It was horrible. It was awful.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't play. I played the first 2 months of
So like,
Shadowlands, and that was it. And then I came back at the very end for Elu because she, first of all, to play with Elu, but second, because she was gonna get me my little slimy cat, and I'm like, okay, let's go. I know nothing. Yay!
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed myself. That was like when I first started playing WoW, actually, like pre-patch of BFA.
Oh.
I enjoyed aspects of Shadowlands. Yeah, I enjoyed aspects of Shadowlands a lot, honestly. But what was it? What was the Torghast? So Torghast though was just from class to class. Some classes were fun, and some were horrible. So like I would be on my priest, and I would just be struggling, and it would just be long and grueling and annoying. Like I get all these powers, and I still am getting like one-shot meleeed attacks. I'm like, how is this even a thing? Like, how is this even allowed to go like this? Like, and then I get on my holy paladin, and you just have like a permanent divine shield up the entire time, completely immune to damage, and you're
Yeah.
one-shotting everything through the whole thing. And I was like, wow, it was pretty funny. So priests, I don't know. Any priest that talks about Torghast, like I think they all feel the same way. Where they're like, oh hell no. Like,
Everyone just no, no, no.
no. Trauma.
I believe it.
Did you do anything for the 4th? Anything fun? Barbecues?
Nope. Just stayed home and pretty much just literally
No.
nothing but phone calls because of grandma. We had like my dad's cousin calling, like from, you know, he's a truck driver, so he's calling from like one of the Dakotas, like, what happened, blah, blah, blah. And so my grandma was like, all right, who told? And I'm like, honestly, grandma, he doesn't call us often, so clearly it wasn't us. It was my dad's younger brother. So, like, no, it was not us. We did not tell. Like, who are we gonna call and tell?
No, they care about her.
Well, of course. And he came to visit like last year, so it was awesome. But like at the same time, though, we're all sitting over here like shaking our heads. You can't let her go nowhere. Oh man.
Yeah.
Grandma was just a little crazy.
She's a wild child, it sounds like.
She really is, though. Like, honestly, like, you guys think I'm bad, especially like my cussing, too, okay? My grandfather was in the Navy, and mind you, she does not cuss, but now she has decided that her favorite word is wanker. I'm like, Nana, where'd you hear that? And she goes, on TV. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, my grandmother is just as crazy as I am. It's fine.
That is funny.
So yeah, I have to taking her out in public, like she's my shopping buddy, but like taking her out in public sometimes is like, please don't say anything that I have to apologize for and be a nice person, because holy shit.
Right.
All right, let me see.
Like, grandma, don't fuck this up for me, grandma.
How's your coloring going? Give me a zoom out.
Layers.
It'll be delayed, but still. Give me a zoom
It's
out.
going pretty well. You see it?
Hold on.
Did it zoom?
It's not zoomed yet.
I'm finding these tattoos right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah, the
like super
tattoos.
delayed, like, so.
That's
Isn't it fun? It's looking
okay.
pretty good. I mean, this is my favorite part. Like,
The coloring.
I love I just love the color blocking. I don't like rendering
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
that
Just
much,
coloring.
but
Yeah.
yeah, that's my favorite.
To
It's
be
very fun,
fair,
very cathartic, very relaxing, very satisfying.
for me, that's the rendering. Like, I'm just like such a renderer. Like, I get flat color and then I'm like, oh, finally halfway. Now I can do the real work.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think it's like probably
I
like
like the
once I
shinies.
find a style of rendering that I like, then I will look forward to it more.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
But currently I just kind of wing it at the moment.
Oof, this is like super
I haven't
soft.
fully like developed a real style for how I want to do that.
Mm. I don't think this brush is making me happy.
Your
Stop it,
void mistress is
brush.
cutie.
Thank you.
I really hope that my internet gets together so I can see you work on her in like real time.
Oh, and of course, you can always go back and watch the VOD or, like, because I put it on YouTube as well. Because that's the thing. It's just like, it kind of sucks when
Yeah.
stuff doesn't want to go right and you're like, ugh, you know? Okay, this is
Yeah.
scratches, but
Yeah.
it's not the scratches that I want. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, ooh. Me likey. Ooh. And I really don't use like other brushes really, so I'm over here like trying to get some different stuff going, like pieces like this where it's like it's
Yeah,
mine.
what's
I can like how do you put it? Like test things, like test things. Where you're like, okay, this doesn't really work
yeah,
on other stuff.
experiment is normal. What's the brush? What's your favorite brush? Just like a hard round?
Yeah, I just use the typical so on mine, I don't know if it shows up the way it does yours, but as soon as you open the brushes, it says soft round pressure size, hard round
Oh,
pressure size, and then soft
yeah,
round pressure
right.
opacity. I like the pressure opacities because I
You
don't like
said
my
soft
size.
what pressure opacity?
Hard and soft round
Oh,
pressure opacity.
round pressure opacity. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So these
You use those ones.
ones,
That's
I
very
yeah. So most people will be like, why won't you like here, let me just use a regular brush for anyone just listening. Like a soft or sorry, soft pressure size, excuse me, goes oh wait, that's not helpful. I should probably do a new layer. I'm sorry. Excuse me, it goes something like this where you can literally change the size by how much you're pressing on it. It's kind of like a normal brush, but I don't like
right.
that. I like the hard because this is better for blending, as you can tell on this. I can just blend this forever and it's
Mm,
gorgeous. So I like it like that.
that makes sense.
So I'm weird,
Okay,
but I
I'll
do
have
like
to
that.
experiment with that one.
Yeah. That's why it really
We
does
love
help if
weird.
you're using like a tablet. So yeah. If you're not using a tablet, it's not gonna be very useful to you. But if you are using a tablet, you may find it like the best invention.
Oh my gosh. I can't imagine doing digital art without a tablet.
Yeah, yeah. Now think I came from
Like, do people
traditional
really do
art.
that?
I literally just did like a whole thing on that screen and you guys couldn't even see it. I'm so sorry. Like you can tell. I'm using the hard brush right now. It's fine. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that my screen is like cut and zoomed in. I'm so dumb. They're like, "Yeah, Val, totally. I so see what you're doing." Not.
Yeah.
So bad. But anyway, so it's just it's just figuring out like what you like, and it's a big thing with Photoshop is to like mess with the settings, and people don't realize that the brushes themselves have settings. So it's like, yeah. Also, I'll just like do a quick screenshot of the top of my screen. Boom. I'm gonna send this to you in Discord because I don't know if you use this, But like when you're looking at the little settings right between opacity and flow, I have that bit selected. So what is this? When you hover over it, it'll tell me in like 2 minutes.
That little what does that say?
I don't know. It's not telling me.
Oh,
Come
it
on.
doesn't say.
I'm
Yeah, what does it
hovering
do?
over you. What are you doing? Oh, always use pressure for opacity. When off, brush preset controls pressure, which I don't like. So press that little button if you haven't. Because it's very,
So what does it
very...
do?
It's just helpful for having the pressure opacity to work based on your pin and not what the brush settings themselves are. So it's kind of like an extra boost to the pressure opacity part. That's my best explanation for it. So like,
no, I understand.
Yeah, other people are kind of like they may have their settings set to one
wait,
or
I
another.
love that.
Yeah, see, it's just a little bit better.
No.
What?
Yeah, and also, you know what's funny is like I feel like that's what I wanted my tablet to be like when I first downloaded everything. You know, like it's so crazy how much the settings make a difference.
Yes.
Because I'm like, because that is like, I feel like that's what it should be by default. Honestly, that like made such a change. I'm like, oh shit.
So that's one of the
Surprise,
things
that's what a setting was.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm trying to talk about in my Photoshop / art tutorial, where it's like you need to have the right settings that like work with you. So you do have to play with them, turn things on and off, and see if you even like it to begin with. But after that, like, you know, it's all the things. So when I first got my tablet, that was the one I apologize if there's extra noise, by the way. My dad is doing cement work outside and moving a lot of big ass heavy equipment, so excuse me. Other than that,
come on, Dad.
yeah, I know, he's such a booger. But it's kind of like I liked the okay, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna open one. Let me just open one so you guys can see. Let's go back. Let's find some of my very first attempts at digital art, because they're pretty bad, but it wasn't me. It was legitimately the settings. All right, here we go. So I like bleach, and I was trying to do...
blame it on the settings.
Yeah, I was trying to do Nell, but here's the thing. Despite all the knowledge, mind you guys, I have traditional medium type experience, so like I get how things work, but like here I am trying to like get the hair and render like the skull. I'm trying to render, and it's not rendering properly, and I could not get it to work right. It's just so jagged, and I didn't like it. But the problem wasn't me. It was legitimately the settings. So, yeah. It's like, at least give people like a fighting chance, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that bad, but like it does need to be like, you know, let's just...
And honestly, it's cute.
Yeah. But it's like, talk to people. Be like, okay, first of all, what subject are you doing? How is this really working? And everyone thinks that like a new brush is going to solve their problem. New brushes are great. They're awesome. I'm not going to say they're not. They really do help and have that kind of effect. But make sure it's the right one. For the most part, you don't need fancy brushes. And what's sad is even people who have like Clip Studio, they will still bring their stuff into Photoshop because they don't have like a chain brush, which here I have a chain brush. Whoops, it's not gonna work that way. There we go. Is this even on the right layer? Nope. Okay. Oh, this is an eraser. Hold on, I just fucked up my eraser. That doesn't help anybody. Okay, chain. So like I have a chain brush, but everyone will always bring their stuff into very specifically Photoshop for the chain brush. And I'm like, really? You guys don't have a chain brush for Clip Studio? Apparently not that I've seen, at least not the professionals that I watch. So I'm over here trying to figure out like what the deal is, you know? So people are just not aware of what's really holding them back, you know? And a lot of the times, especially with the digital stuff, like I said, it's not you, it's the settings very specifically. And even if you know, have a million brushes, because I have thousands of brushes, I only use like 4 or 5. I really only need the brushes for like clouds, sparkles, grunge, blood. Like technically I could hand paint all of those, but like it just saves time to have the right stuff.
Right, right.
Which, like, right now, I'm trying really hard to. No, that's
Yeah,
that.
I definitely need to get some more brushes at some point, but I'm taking it, step by step.
Mm-hmm. I just.
It doesn't do to like get overwhelmed,
Yeah, and
like
it's
when
like
you're
I
just like
like.
starting to figure out the program and
Yeah, I like playing with texture because I'm bad at texture. So, like, I do like trying stuff out, but most of the time, like right now, nothing is making me happy, so I'm just gonna have to hand paint it. Damn.
valid.
Like, hand painting isn't terrible. Like I said, I am
Foiled again.
traditionally trained, so I used to teach painting classes. So, I mean, I I promise I'm professional
Oh,
enough.
really?
Yeah. I did the
I make
wine
no
and
such promises.
I did the wine and paint stuff. So, if you've ever seen some of those, like, they're fun, but yeah. It's like,
Oh, fun.
yeah.
My friend in Chicago used to teach those too.
Yes. So I mean technically anybody could teach them, but to be honest, yeah, like I what got me the job was my actual painting final from college, and I took one painting class. For the most part, if you do like a traditional, and now imagine I
Oh,
actually went for graphic design, but mind you, I still had to take like figure drawing and all these things that I've taken since like
oh,
fourth grade. I don't need these. Like, I don't know why they
of
make you
course.
think like I haven't done this shit high school or previous, but like college, they're funky monkey and they're like, oh yeah, you don't know anything. We're gonna teach you all these things. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, teach me. So, but yeah, I was clearly
Yeah.
that person where I was bored
Well, that's
in
awesome.
college. So, just saying. But anybody
Uh,
literally
how could
could
you be
do this stuff,
bored?
you
Did
guys.
you go out? Were you a party girl?
No, I was the one that literally walked around with the resting bitch face and everyone thought I was angry all the time, and I was just serious about, okay, I need to get through college and leave because I started college my what was supposed to be my second semester of my senior year. So I was in college a semester before all of my friends. So I was just like, I'm going, I'm getting shit done. I need a
Oh,
job, blah blah
as
blah
a
blah
little
blah.
baby.
Which was so funny because I didn't even finish college. I was 2 classes away from my degree when I realized how fucking stupid I was. It was a waste of money. I wasn't learning anything. Nobody taught me anything. All they want to do was be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, back in my day," kind of teachers, and I'm like, "You're not teaching me anything about this industry or current. You're telling me about how it used to be
Yeah.
back in the '80s. Like, you do realize this is the
Right.
2010s, right? Like, okay,
Right. Which
guys,
right.
people were
No, that's
terrible,
like
you guys."
college is such a scam. I went I went to school for voice. And like I learned a lot, but yeah, there's no actual tangible like connection to the industry as it really is now. And that's the thing that I think is a huge fail for colleges where it's like, how is this allowed? Like
Yeah.
don't people go to colleges so that they can get a job in the industry that they're like studying?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, where the hell? Like why
Ooh,
can't I
did not mean that
yeah,
to do
like
that.
why
Yep.
is there no connection to the industry? Like why can you go to school for music and not have a single professor like releasing music,
Yeah. Yeah.
selling music, coordinating concerts? Like I should have been able to be a backup vocalist for like people who are touring. Like why wouldn't I be
Mm-hmm.
able to do something like that based off of college?
And just in general, because it's kind of
It's
like,
frustrating though.
why can you guys go and do all of this, but you can't actually teach me how to do the legitimate thing? Like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. And it's just not very practical either because I'm like a student recital, it's like people aren't doing recitals. Well,
Yeah.
I mean they are, but like there's very few people that are doing like a traditional student style recital as a tour and like touring the world and doing that. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's not that many people who are doing that. So it's like I
Why
don't
is
know. It
this
just needs I
not
think it
coming
could stand to
through?
be more realistic in the art world.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Give
and it's
find
not even the
people
art
like
industry. It's like fashion
tangible jobs.
industry, all the stuff.
Yeah. Right, right. I mean, I guess I meant the arts, like all of the creative
All the arts,
pursuits.
yeah, yeah.
Music, yeah, music, fashion, traditional media, digital media, graphic design, novels, writing and stuff. At least for writing, I feel like you pretty much just write stuff and then you submit it, right? Like you submit it to people to try to get it published. So at
Yeah,
least
like
there's like a
science and
clear
all
like
that stuff,
path.
yeah. Okay, why is this
What
seriously
color
not
should I make
working?
this little gem? I think like a nice brown, like a nice amber maybe.
Also, babe, you okay? Because you seem sniffly. Very
Yeah, my
sniffly.
allergies were really acting up like crazy yesterday, and it still is. So
Oh, there we go. I can refresh the cache of that page. Oh, there we go. It was being a little funky. I got it. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, I can't
me,
believe
yeah.
allergies have been so bad lately. Like, for everybody. Like, I have bad allergies
Oh my
anyway,
god.
but it's like
I
really bad.
uh-huh. It's been really it's really been awful here. I think ever since we moved into this new house, and obviously I've just been going through it, honey.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
There we
I hope
go.
it's not too distracting.
Nah. I'm also trying to get this centered. There we go. Now we got some Mickey art going on the screen. Okay, that's better. It was like a million times better. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I can put that on
I'm
there.
almost done with the coloring, and I'm like, no, I don't want to be done. Like, because once I'm done, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to start like shading
then
it.
what?
Like,
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh,
then the hard part. I think it'll be okay. It does start. It is fun because it like starts to come to life, like
absolutely.
even more. But it's just like I don't know. I think I just get nervous about it because it's difficult
Oh yeah. I mean,
to me.
even like stuff, it's going to be I'm like, not to scare you or anything, like it's going to be difficult forever. You're just going to find better ways of coping with
Right.
it, so that it's like,
Right.
even when you're doing something and you're like, this is my non-favorite thing to do, but like, let's just sit here and get it done.
Yeah. That's so funny. Art, you're right. Art is like 90% cope.
Yeah, it's just like, how well are you gonna handle this? Well,
It's just, yeah.
is it
How,
not well? Is it good? We
not
don't
well,
know.
Diva.
You're
That's
fine.
funny.
Because, like, to better help myself cope with stuff, especially
Wait,
like doing it on stream, I wouldn't do stuff on stream. Like, I'd do all the sketching off stream and like then be ready for it. Like, okay, now we're doing this, and then like
yeah.
with Zally and everything, I'm like, fuck it, you guys can watch me do this from the beginning and watch me struggle, have fun. But like,
That's fun.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's less difficult when you honestly just realize that it's like, it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be perfect. Like, even when I watch other people who are like commercial level artists
Right.
doing stuff that like big time people ask them to do, like book covers or magazine covers, things like that, or like novel covers, and I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
honestly, while I'm watching them, I'm like, oh, there's a mistake, there's a mistake, there's a mistake. Now eventually they address those mistakes, but it's still like you're watching somebody else in their process,
Uh-huh.
in their time, like addressing it. So it's kind of like, okay, like that's not bad.
Right. Yeah.
Hi, Glatonio.
Yeah, I feel that. And also part of it is like being open and stuff, and it's art is vulnerable. Like I remember I just this week is the first time I ever streamed doing art. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like nervous, but I'm glad that I just did because it's actually been really fun.
It is very fun. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um
But yeah, honestly, let's be real. The world, I don't care what you're doing, people are going to tell you that you're shit and garbage no matter what. Like, that's just people. Humanity sucks.
Oh yeah.
So, honestly, I just take the same attitude
True.
towards them. It's just like, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want. You don't like it? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Right. I mean, like a lot of times when it comes to art, it's like, when's the last time you created something? If somebody's being hateful, it's like, when's the last time you created something?
Well, when's the last time they did
That's all.
anything worth a
Just
damn in their
ask them
lives?
that.
They're probably like those kinds of people, you know? Like,
Right.
they've never done a thing in their lives decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, yeah.
Ugh, gosh darn it. Are you being a booger again? Really?
I can't believe my internet is still being so trifling.
It's not as, it really isn't as bad. It is more like manageable now, but like, oh, it was like terrible when we started.
Yeah.
I'm just retired.
Yeah.
My
I mean, I
back's
still
killing
have
me.
like red bars, all these dropped frames.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'll get people that come in here all the time and they're like, you know, like it's not loading right or blah 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 blah. And I'm like, y'all know I have Starlink and it's not the greatest internet in the world. However, I'm like, really, if you can't handle it, don't be on my live stream. Watch the
Right.
VODs. Like, I appreciate that you want to watch me do art and stuff, but like, yeah, it's a two-way street. Like, I've watched other artists, like they either might be
Right.
working on something that I'm very not interested in, or you know, something like that. It's like I just won't stay there. Like, it's no like offense to them. It's just I'm currently not interested, or I don't want to deal with this, so I leave. It's just like it's not hard. It's not
Right.
offensive. You
No.
like what you like, and it's fine.
No, you're right.
Well, hell, I
Right.
even had a friend who,
Yeah,
this old
you're
German
right.
friend, he hated when I didn't do anything related to Guild Wars. Like, anything. He hated it, hated it, hated it. So I was always just like, why are you here? Like,
Oh
and
my
then
god,
finally
I
he
love
stopped
Guild
showing
Wars.
up, and I was like, yeah, like,
He
I don't.
hated when you did Guild Wars?
No, he hated when I didn't do, like, Guild Wars stuff. Like, he would always be like, why aren't you doing Guild Wars? Blah, 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 blah. Like, whether I was playing it, drawing it,
Oh.
whatever. He was just constantly about it, and I'm like, dude.
Because yeah. Like, just tune in when I'm playing Guild Wars.
Yeah, like just be here when it's what you want.
That's it.
And when it's
like,
not,
don't
like,
tune in if you don't want to.
relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
you
was
can
like,
read. You can read, bitch. Look at the title.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, I mark my titles pretty well, I think. Like, you would know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems weird. But that seems weird. It's like you came in here just to complain
Yeah.
that I'm not doing something that you want me to do. Like,
Yeah.
why? What's the purpose?
Honestly.
What's the reason? And also, like, why do you feel entitled to dictate what I do with my life?
Yep. Well, honestly, I kind of feel like
You
it
know?
was a bout of
Like,
narcissism, and I've just dealt with too
buy
many
me a house.
narcissists to know
Buy me a house.
exactly what they do. So I'm like, yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, are you my patron? Are you my patron saint? Are
No,
you
that's valid.
are you providing me with the money to make whatever the hell you want me to make?
Right.
No, you're not. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. Like, I don't remember signing a contract.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, do I look like a VTuber? Am I signing these contracts to sign my life away? No. No thanks.
Oop.
I know, I said
I want a
it.
VTuber model. That'd be so fun.
I like mine. I got mine for like it was an art trade actually. So they like to make models and I drew their character. So that's how I even have one to begin with. But like again, it's nice when I don't want to have my camera
cool.
on and it's like, look, I could just be, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. It's cutesy. But yeah, I just don't do the whole VTuber like when people ask me, they're like, "Oh my god, are you a VTuber?" No. Am I some idiot that's gonna sign my life away and be a toxic person on the internet? No, no thanks. But I do have a model.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit behind the scenes.
They really are crazy. Well, for me, because I can't draw digital yet. You could do it, Glutonio. Like, if Mickey can do it, you can do it.
Wow.
Well, I just mean like,
Wow.
I just mean like, because you're over here like, no,
I know,
no,
I'm
and I'm
kidding,
like,
I'm
come
kidding.
on, Mickey, you could do it. And look at you, look at you, look at you. You are
I know.
so far
I'm just
ahead.
teasing.
Like, on all I did was encourage you, and you're like so far gone now. You're just like, yep, I'm gonna do this stream, and I'm gonna do some art, and yeah, like, look at you go.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
right,
you.
I did that.
I was just kidding.
I like instigating people into doing things
Yeah,
that they
nice.
like.
You know? And that's good. That's motivation. You know, like it's interesting too, like
I honestly feel like it's a
because
sense of
really fun
bullying,
seeing
but
my
we
like
could go with that.
oh well, yeah, we love bullying.
A little bit.
Bullying works.
It's
So
honestly nice bullying, but like if it ever bothered anybody, like honestly, just say so. I'll shut up. I promise.
oh right, right, right. Oh, you know, like you would know if I was I'm a pretty I'm a pretty firm person with my boundaries.
Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of, girl, let me tell you what happened in the club last night.
Oh my god.
So,
Were
girl,
you helping?
it was crazy. It's crazy, actually. What? What was I doing?
I said, were you helping? Oh, like your little story of
No,
helping.
well, helping. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I was just vibing. So like, so I was just hanging out, and then my friends. I'm hanging out with my friends, right? My two friends at the outside bar, at my favorite, like one of my clubs, my favorite clubs to go to. And this guy and his friend come up, and they ask my friends for some cigarettes, right?
Mhm.
And they say no. And then his friend, who's a lady, his lady friend comes over, and then she's like, because like they say no, and she was, I was like, oh, what were you guys talking about? Like, what happened? And she's like, oh, we asked for a cigarette. They said no, and that was it. Like just normal, right? Like just
Mhm.
normal behavior.
Yeah.
And then her friend was drunk as hell and nasty,
Oh
nasty, and he was
man.
acting up. He was having a shit fit, and then he was like, so he comes over and he's like speaking in Spanish, and he's like calling us
Oh
pera and a bunch of
god.
ugly, and doing all this, and I just like at one point he leans over into my ear and like shouts it, and so I turned to him and I was like, hey,
god.
what does that mean? Like, will you translate for that for me? I know full damn well what he's talking about,
Oh
but
yeah.
I'm like, if you're gonna talk shit, like say it with your fucking chest, dude. And so he says it, and he like looks at me and he's like, you're ugly, blah blah. And I literally I boxed his ear in the club like a fucking parent. No joke. Just reached across with my beautiful nails, which by the way, check for use.
Bam.
And I just box his ear and I say, watch your fucking mouth when you talk to me. Oop. Because I'm like, I'm just not the one. Like, I don't play with that. Like,
Yeah.
why are you acting crazy? Really, also, mind you, this all starts because my friends, they ask my friends for cigarettes and they say no. Like, this is all crazy because it's just based off of that. And then he grabs me inappropriately, which at first I'm
Oh.
okay with because I boxed his ear, so I was physical first. So I'm like, I respect that he lashed back out as well. That's fine. But then he's flipping out. He's flipping shit. And then eventually he does it again and he squeezes like really hard and I literally Aurelia, I literally backhanded this boy in the club.
Yeah,
Backhanded him.
baby.
Like, ah! And then I got him kicked out. And they were like,
Good.
I was like, should I leave too? Because I did technically hit him. They were like, no, you
Oh.
stay. I
Well,
was like,
there you go.
this.
Be like, you can't handle
I
your
know. I just
alcohol.
was
We all
like, it was
see
kind of
it.
crazy. Yeah, the bad bitchery of it all. But also, like, what a shame that it had to happen like that. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Why are you're losing your mind because somebody said that no, you can't have a cigarette? Like, losing your mind in the club. I don't get it.
That's just
Like,
people.
you should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring back
That's
shame.
the kind of people that club though, honestly. Not I'm not going to say everybody does, but you you really should expect it's that bad, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100.
But okay,
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a
I mean,
quick
I don't know. Like, so, like,
question over
I'm a
here.
nightlife entertainer.
Oh, that's true. You are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, anyways, I have a question over here, so I'm gonna address it. You might I don't know if you do or do not know about this. So someone's asking me about the glow texture that I'm doing right now. So if anyone is looking and wants to know how I'm doing this, like you see me painting with white, that's exactly what it is. So this is Photoshop. If you go to the very, very top left, it says File, Edit, Image, Layer. You're going to click Layer, and you're going to go all the way down to, where are you? Layer Style. It should be at the top. And at the very top of that should be blending options. And when you click blending options, you're going to have this nice little screen pop up. And right down here is outer glow. I have my outer glow clicked. So when I unclick it, you see that it is still just the white. But the outer glow itself in these settings over here is set to a very high opacity. And I change the color of it. So on the outer glow itself, opacity is 100. You can click on the color. Here's your little color marquee so you can see the glow below here. Like, look, I can change it to green if I want. I can change the glow to any color, whatever, just by doing that. And press OK, and voila, layer, color. Hopefully that's helpful.
Knowledge she is.
Again, I have classes coming. I promise you guys, you're gonna learn how to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I think that's really cool that you're doing classes. I look forward to the videos and stuff.
Yeah, it's just really hard to separate.
Oh my god, I think I finished
some stuff because you're like, how, like, where should I put this in this big vast of thing, you know, like, where should I really put this? Trying to break them all down, make it easy. But excuse me, finish, color finish,
just like me. Yeah.
What?
I think I finished. I think all the colors in.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm disappointed. Now I have to actually do the hard part.
You know what comes next. There we go.
Oh, I'm in love with this skin tone. I love dark skins.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
I really like, how would you put it? Like that really bronzy skin. I had a really nice tan like, that was like that when I was younger, but then I stopped going out into the sun, and yeah. Had literal, no, I had literal sun-kissed, like Californian skin, and then
yeah,
not anymore.
Nice. Hey, look, it happens. Would you? Okay, I have a question for you. Would you recommend? Because I'm now putting these in a layer group, right? Like the base colors. Would you recommend doing a separate layer for each? What's it called? Like when I put shading over them, would you say I should put a layer above each base color?
Okay.
Am I explaining that well? I don't think I'm articulating my question well.
No, you're totally fine. So the thing about it, so let me zoom out on mine so that anyone can literally understand what I'm saying while I'm explaining this. So even on mine, even though I have merged them, I have a base layer for all the basics: skin, hair, void tendies, headpiece, shoulders, blah, 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 blah. Even my eyes and lips are separate, and I don't like kind of work on all the face bits all at the same time. Everything gets a little separated, but for the headpiece, like for an example here, we're gonna look at this shadow bit. You can have a normal layer, and you can either, actually, do you know how to lock your layer?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can either lock your layer and just color on the single layer by itself, or create the layer on top, do the clipping mask, and then you can just paint on top of it. So the difference being, if you're going to do all on one layer, that's fine.
You said clipping mask.
Yes. Put the layer on top and then click on it and click clipping mask. So it's like locking your layer where you can't paint off of the layer, but it is also a layer on top of that. So if you're not sure about something, do the layer with a clipping mask. if you're pretty confident in it, then you don't need it. You'll just still use the layer lock. It does the exact same thing. Just know that you're painting all on one layer. So it's honestly up to you and how your rendering process is. For me, I always start with the clipping mask because I'm always like, I'm not sure, but then I'll eventually just merge it down and it's fine. Either way you prefer, just what works better with your workflow. I'm like, how to find my layer now. Woo!
I'm gonna try your little brush.
Yeah, go for it. Because for me, doing
try
like
your fun
what?
opacity and flow brush.
Oh yes. So for me, coming from like actual acrylic painting, like on an actual painting, so for me it's kind of funny because I'm not moving around a physical texture anymore. It's digital. So for me, this is the most realistic to what I'm used to, or at least feeling wise. Because there is a feel to it. Your hand gets used to certain bits, so yeah.
Right.
You okay over there, Dad? Yep. Okay. But yeah, there are always multiple ways to do something, and you can just figure out what you prefer. So, that's always nice.
Right.
That's why I try and tell people, I'm like, look, there is no right, unlike some of the YouTube videos you'll see out there, they'll be like, this is the right way to do this, this is the wrong way to do this. It's like, no, any way works as long as the result is the same. You got your results. If you're not getting results, then clearly something needs to change.
Right.
Beautiful. And also, so like for my little hair layer here, I'm doing the clipping mask on top. I need to come in here and just barely paint these darkened spots where the hair is kind of either curling in or out. I need those shadows. So, do that down here, do that up here, easy peasy. You can barely
tell. The glowy
tell.
bits are so nice.
Yes, thank you. And then I'll do a lighter bit for all of the shiny bits. So right here, shiny, little shiny, shiny, shiny here, shiny here. Now, I'm gonna come down here. Like you can change to multiply, you can change to lighten, you can literally change this stuff to where, like you could still adjust it, right? If it's not doing what you want it to do. So actually for me, this was normal. Keep that on the normal layer. I'll just change the opacity. That works for me. And when I'm happy with it, merge it. Hello. Oh, and Himi too. Oh my goodness. Hi, Himi. Hi, 𝐼𝐤. Nice to see you. In between my teachings here. that's working out pretty well. Good job. I'm on break at work. I figured I'd hop in and see what shenanigans are going. Oh, all the shenanigans.
Yeah. We're definitely shenaniganing. What do you think in WoW is your favorite content? Like, do you like dungeons? Do you like raids, transmog and stuff?
I'm not sure. Oops. I think I just did that all with the wrong brush. Damn it. For the most part, I really like the transmogs. I do like dungeons and raids. I pretty much like all the content in general,
Yeah.
except like the battle pets.
Right.
I don't give a shit about battle pets. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah, battle pets are bad.
Like, I like the pets, they're cute,
I don't think that's a very
but
controversial opinion, yeah.
I don't know. Some people are super serious about it.
The
They're
pets aren't
like,
as cute as... Really?
yeah, like they're really, really serious about it. Like they're serious about like, I will have everyone. This is Pokemon and WoW, and I'm like, yeah, have fun with that.
I don't think it's as robust of a system as that, though. That's the
No,
but whatever.
you
If,
know.
to each their own.
Exactly. Like
If
if you
they
like
like
it,
that's good.
cool. And it depends on my mood, but sometimes I really just like farming for stuff. If I'm like, okay, got nothing better going on, I just want to sit here and like brain melt for a bit. But depending on like my mood, that could also be like mythics. You never know. I really do like the Mythic Plus stuff, but especially since I can do that and not have to raid. But
I'm really looking forward to next season.
Yeah, I do really miss hardcore mythic raiding though. But it's like, I don't miss the bullshit.
Yeah. Right. I like have never mythic raided before, and I really want to, but like it's just so prohibitive. Like just 20 people is a lot.
It is a lot, and
that's a lot of people.
It is really ridiculous because you have to have all those people know exactly what they're doing, and they can't bitch about it. They have to actually know what they're doing. There's nothing you can do about it. But I do like the in the sense that it is like, okay, yeah, heroic, woo, yeah, that was hard, but like, yeah, let's get something a little harder. So I like the challenge of having more. Like, I like that it's the same fight, but you just add more, add more, add more.
100. Right.
Try Warcraft 3 mod.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Thank you, Himi. Himi says that our pictures are lovely.
Aw, thank you. I feel strongly about what's going on. I just like getting things out of my out of my sketchbook, you know?
Yeah, that too.
Like, cause I just like draw, like I'm a hobbyist, you know? And I just for the longest time have like drawn in my sketchbook, and seeing them actually kind of like like fully realized is so exciting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just cool.
That was always a big thing with me. I'm like, I could never draw what was in my head, and it used to really upset me. Like, the moment I picked up a pencil or whatever, I just couldn't do it. And it was just like, why? Why does this happen? But honestly, most of it's just in your head. Once you can get out of your head and just do it, ta-da!
Right.
It's quite enjoyable.
For sure.
That's why I like teaching painting, and just even with this, just teaching how to do it, just like show people the right stuff to do, like have them do what they want, because the problem is always that nobody can tell you how to do what it is that you want. And it's just kind of like, well, why can't anybody tell me, you know? And it's like, well, they just don't know what stuff to tell you correctly, actually. So it's not very helpful.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, first of all...
Yeah, I think it's really cool that you're doing tutorials and stuff.
Yeah. For the longest time, I was like, not going to. A lot of people don't want to because they feel like they don't have the right to teach other people. But it's like, you don't understand. It's not that you have the right to teach someone, like, you need the right credentials. No, like, you do something your way. Just teach everybody how you do things. You show everyone how you do it. Be like, this is how I like to do this. And that's it. Yeah. There's no right or wrong way.
So valid. Yeah, it's like, people have asked me to do Shadow Priest, like, tutorial or video or something, and I feel the same way where I'm like, oh, I don't know, like, who am I? Who am I to teach somebody? But then I'm like, honestly, though, like, I do kind of slay.
That's what
So it's like, I should do it.
Like, I thought the same thing with the Paladin stuff, and then it's like, people are legitimately doing it, like, not wrong, but wrong in the sense that, like, they're not succeeding at it. Like, you're not supposed to just sit there and spam flash heal like a healer. That's not what you do. But some people have done it and made it work. So I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking amazing. Like, I'd love to know how they do that, but from my experience, it does not work that way. You have to hit things and be pretty much on top of the tank.
Yeah. Oh, for Holy Paladin?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's like, you need to attack what the tank is attacking. Like,
I like Holy Paladin.
People think, oh no, how dare you be near the tank? No, be near the tank. Like, that is exactly what you should be doing.
You're a melee healer.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh,
this on top of that?
Oh no.
Or is it?
Well,
I'll put it on this one just to be safe.
I hope that I could undo all this. Oh, I can't. That sucks. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna cancel.
Oh, darn it. Over here and click that again. Stop it. Show me Mickey's work, damn it. Stop it.
Well, I unfortunately just made an oopsie.
Oh, no. It's okay. Oopsies are fixable.
I was painting on, yeah, well, I was, to an extent, I was painting on, the tattoo layer, my shadows and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
So, oops.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I got this, like, so far, and I, like, kept on doing it, but I just had to reload it from where it was, so, whatever.
Oopsie whoop.
All that work, alas. Yep, it happens, though.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I do need to make this go away for a minute. Excuse me. You're pretty, but go away. Getting into the fun bits. Like, how exactly do I want to do this? I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what I did when I did my other portraits. Like how I did this layer. I think I did a multiply layer. But it wasn't that dark, so I'm like, it must have been less opacity. Oh yeah, that works. Blue shadows? No, definitely not that color. I like the warm.
Oh, wait. I wanted this, like, half over here, so, yeah. gee, this is going to be very interesting in a minute.
Oh, what's up?
Sorry, I just wanted to let you know I'm running through the post office real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. Do you need something? Do you need like does that?
I just wanted to let you know I was gonna go. Sorry,
You're good.
it's okay.
It's okay. Ooh, she surprised me. I'm sorry, my mom came in my room and surprised me. She's so sweet. She's like, I'm going to the post office. Like, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Thank you for the warning. Thank you for the. It's
Like,
fine.
if it makes you feel good, go for it.
Yeah, I'm like right. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, like, what do
You could've
you want
texted
from
me.
me?
but also it's right. I'm always just was like, I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you telling me? Like,
Just
you know
so
what I
that
mean?
I'll
Like,
know you'll be
not in a shady
gone.
way, just like
Okay.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, like I don't get it. Like, what's the goal here? Silly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah.
my poor nose, man. I swear, I need to take an allergy pill too. I'll do
Well,
that after
yeah.
we're done with this.
That one should have been obvious.
Yeah, I should have taken one when I woke up, but I didn't think about it. It's my bad.
Yeah, I saved literally
best-
the best
my
part for
brightest idea.
last. Void form.
Ooh, what's last?
Void form.
Ooh.
Yeah, like literally.
Man, I love Shadow. Shadow Priest is the coolest thing in the world.
Or shadow, yeah, you know what I mean. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I just didn't know how it was gonna go, and I'm like, I just should hold off on this until we're like ready.
Let me see. Had to refresh the browser. Do you ever stream with a camera, by the way?
I do, yes.
Nice. I really want to do. I need to get. I think the biggest reason I want a VTuber model is just so like the days that I don't feel like having the camera on,
Exactly.
I could just put that on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I still have some
Trust
visual
me,
interest.
it's very nice.
Yeah, I bet.
Just like, I just don't wanna. Oh, I need to click on yours again. There we go.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Thank y'all. Just the base layer, but I'm
The,
gonna
like,
get there.
enveloping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the concept is really nice. So dynamic.
Because I love it when, like, you're in, like, even if you're just, like when I'm on my blood DK even, like, you're in the middle of combat, you're all purple, and, like, you run away, and then you're, like, it goes back. It's, like, so cool.
Right. Oh, for Void Elves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always been a blood elf myself. Like, I've always just loved their lore.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I like the Void Elves too, though. Void Elves are cool. The only thing I don't really understand, like, them being separate races, but
Yeah, but
is what it
it's
is.
yeah, it's like it's
like
fine.
there are blood elves.
But like, look how many different
like there are
dwarves
blood
there
elf shadow
are.
priests.
You're like, seriously?
Yeah. Well, right, and it's like how much of it actually makes sense though is the thing, like
Yeah.
because
Having fun,
like,
Daddy? Okay.
like I don't know. It kind of surprises me. I'm like, I don't think blood elves of all races are ever gonna like kick somebody out for using dark magic. Like, isn't that like their whole thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
You
isn't that
know?
why they're not like
So I was like,
high
I
elves?
don't
They're
think this
blood elves. Like you didn't realize this, right?
right. Yeah, I was like, I don't think it makes that much sense, but whatever. Like, because they could have just given. I mean, I think void elves as a concept is fucking awesome, but it's also just like, why didn't you just give alliance high elves like they wanted?
Yeah.
Like, because it seemed like the most roundabout way of being like, we're
And
gonna
what's
do
even
it, but in
worse
our
is if they
own
were gonna be
way.
more dark, they would be on the hard side anyway. Let's be real. Like, they give us all of the, like,
Right.
dark people.
Exactly. I was like, wait.
And I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I was like, it should just be like, void elves should be just like a subsection of blood elves. Like a different type of blood elf. But whatever. I mean, I guess I get it with the light well and stuff. But I don't know. That's like, you know, like there's some points like with the World of Warcraft lore and narrative, it's like you kind of just have to just say roll with it, be like, okay, whatever you say. Like, you know, because it gets a little bit.
Yeah. It does though, like hardcore. You're just like, what is this whole thing that's going on? And you're like, I
This
don't
new
know.
zone and new area and stuff, though. How long have you been drawing? Pretty much forever?
Sort of
when
kind
did you
of
start?
like I stole my mom's art book for her college class when I was 5 and copied a page out of it in oil pastel because I also stole the oil pastels, and it was apparently really good, so she took it to her teacher and her teacher said make sure she does art. But I've just always done art anyways. I didn't really have anyone telling me how or whatever. Actually, let me see if I can find it.
Right.
Okay, we good now. Yeah, it was a little funky. Sorry, guys. We're struggling, but we're struggling through. Because I do have. Where are you? Sketches. Is that it? No, it's just some of those. Oh, older. Nope. I swear I have like old sketches somewhere. What's going on? Oh, Mr. Roguery! Thank you for that follow. Hi. It's somewhere in here. It can't be in here because this is all digital. My acrylic paintings, digital stuff. Where are my actual? Oh, is it in my pictures? Yeah, my art sketches. Holy shit. Can I please find something that's less? Sort of, kind of, not really. Okay. So first of all, this is the painting that got me hired. Because we had to do a landscape, and I chose a very sci-fi landscape because, you know, me. Hello. So, for anyone curious, and that's just a normal picture of it, so I apologize. There is no proper scan because of how huge it is. But, oh god, what am I? Trying to find like the oldest of old of all my shit, you guys. Oh, here we go. But like during high school stuff, I would draw on paper, which I never recommend drawing on lined paper ever. Bad idea, guys. If you're gonna draw, just draw on a nice printer paper. But anyways, high school, I was really good with like animals. I really liked dinosaurs. I assumed that I would just be a traditional artist for like books, I guess. So this is like my oldest work. So I've always been, I won't say good, but I've always been like, or talented. Just I have an affinity for art. Like this is not, I mean, I guess it was something I was born with, but at the same time it was just kind of like an inkling, like something that just like an itch you can't scratch and you're just like you just want more. So that was kind of the thing. So if talent
that makes
exists,
sense.
I would say that would be my music because yeah, there's no other way of doing that. It's like, 'cause you can't tell me that playing 12 instruments is like not crazy. So yeah, I definitely think that if there
No,
were a
that's pretty
talent for
crazy, yeah.
something, the talent would be music. But here, like I'm pretty cool with saying that art is a skill for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because I believe anybody can learn anything, but it just always depends.
Yeah, that's true. Like having a natural affinity for things is one thing, but with enough like willpower, you can like achieve so much.
Mm-hmm. Glutonio. How are you? I'm good.
And there is like
Just
a science.
hanging out. Yeah?
There's there's definitely a science to. I mean, I guess at least like music is what I studied, so
Yeah.
like that's my
Well,
perspective. Where
here's
it's
the
like
thing
there's
though.
definitely a science to it.
People think that like the music thing is like, oh, you're great with mathematics and all this kind of stuff, and that is a definite absolute no. I'm like, I don't know how to explain to people that
No,
like
no.
music is an actual feeling. Like that's the hard part is being like, how do I explain
Well,
this?
right. Yeah, that's true. That part is the part that's like you can't really explain as well.
Yeah.
You kind of
I'm
have to just
trying
have
to figure out
that.
the best way to do this. Oh, pin light maybe, but I would have to change the color. Oop. I don't know. With Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, that's fair.
Wait, what about Sonic?
My chat Glutonio says first art I ever draw something nice and good was the Sonic the Hedgehog, because that's the only entertainment I got from the
Oh my
market.
god, I love that.
Yeah.
I love
I wish I
that.
took something creative in school. The
Sonic's an
biochem, physics,
icon.
science, and economical. Math's not science. Oh yeah. Like the mathy stuff, nah. Nope, not me.
I don't like math.
Me
Math
either.
at all.
I was interested in chemistry though, but like I don't know. There was apparently something with that it was like I don't know. I just didn't have the right teacher, is what I'm gonna say, because that was just not fair. He was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't technically need
Yeah, I don't know. I just
let's
don't.
click to you.
I don't like math. And so I didn't like chemistry for that reason either.
Exactly. The only thing for me, chemistry, I did like the chemical reactions of different stuff. That was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that's true. Like physical chemistry is cool, but like theoretical chemistry, I was like, please. Like
Yeah, please no.
please delete. Yeah, like save me. Kudos to anybody who's like math is just not my.
Yeah, not our thing for sure. Even with this being a particular copy,
And everything.
why can't you just be... Oh, maybe I can. It's just... Pure darkness. Oh, God. Like, this kind of is working, but I'm, like, also being a little freaked out by it. Sorry. I'm like, how is this working for me?
What are you doing?
I'm just playing with different layer effects, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about some of those.
Yeah.
Although I think it works. I just gotta... Like, I like the darker parts, but I also like the purpley parts and pink parts. But, like, I definitely wanted it, like, dark, so there we go. I'm winning.
Always.
Woo, like, that is some shadow form. Don't tell me otherwise, because it is. Love it.
And I'm so pissed about my internet because I can't see it.
That's okay.
But I'll see it.
will
I'll watch the VOD after for sure.
I'll also take a quick screeny for you. Just so you can be like,
Oh,
what's
okay.
going on? Here's
Yeah,
some
it's like
progress.
my stuff is like updating so slow.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like, we'll deal with it. It's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Sucks though. Yeah. It's just like so silly because it's like
Up for bio. Oh, bio is so
I
much
streamed
fun.
just fine. Like 4 days in a row.
Not anymore.
Biology?
I'm gonna have to go back and make some adjustments on colors on the hair and stuff now. That's fine though. Actually, I think we could just do like some overlay. Excuse me, will you please behave yourself? Yeah.
It looks good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I did maybe accidentally do that. Whoopsie. Oh well. Anything that's that bad, I can just go back and fix. Easy peasy. I do want it to keep like this hollow, not hollow, but kind of hollow feeling for some of the darker bits.
Have you checked out much of like, do you know, like, did you watch the pre-release trailer or whatever for War Within?
Yes.
I'm really excited about the or I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Heronier, that race. I'm like, why didn't we get them instead of the new dwarves? And do you think we're gonna get them? Because I will die.
I've no
They're
idea.
They're like vaguely troll-like.
It's always...
They're so cool.
It's always questionable with Warcraft shit.
Right. Like, no shade to dwarves. I like dwarves, but why did we need another one?
Yeah, like seriously, we really didn't. It was like, they're cool, but like, why?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like we could have expanded on existing dwarves lore, you know? Like, I don't think, like, why did they need a new... They're dwarves, but different,
Entirely
but are
new
they?
race of dwarves. Why?
Yeah. It's like, why don't you just, like, I think it's cool to have dwarves be a focus, but, like, why can't you just use the regular dwarves?
No, I definitely agree. I think it was very lazy on their part, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah. And you know something? I agree. Something I've been saying too is like the amount of like love and detail that's going into the customizations. I feel like it would be really nice if they had offered those customizations for existing races, you know?
Yes.
Like, instead of making something new, just, like, give all the existing races more customization.
Yes.
Focus on that. I think that would have been, like, oh, so good. Just my opinion, though. Maybe I'm crazy.
Nope, I fully agree with it. For the underground elves, they're so pretty.
The underground elves, yes.
You can have a bearded
They're
lady
cool.
dwarf with earthen, which is pretty cool. That is pretty cool, I will admit. I think they ran out of ideas while making it. Something. They certainly did something, and it's just like, wow, I don't even know.
Something was happening.
Yeah. Actually, I think.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like instead of a whole new race, why don't they just like unlock these customization options for dwarves? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's okay that they're adding those options, but like, is it really a new race, or is it just you could just tack it on to dwarves? Like, but that goes back to like how I feel about mecha gnomes and stuff too. I'm like,
yeah, I didn't care
so
for
it's
that
just
either.
a regular gnome. It's like it's just a gnome with different body parts. Like you can't just like unlock a new page of like customizations for gnomes. Like,
yeah,
you have to really call it a whole new race.
Yup, it's really ridiculous. Really, really, really.
Alas, it's fine though. Ultimately,
Nope. Just gonna take what's already here and move it.
save.
Yeah, I kind of like that it does that. I might leave that in there. Don't mind me, guys. Just trying to figure out what's what here. This one, this one, this one. Come on, do the thing. Like more voidy tendrils in the tendrils. That's not cool. I don't know what is.
There's so many pretty spell effects that we're gonna get too. Speaking of void,
Good.
I'm ready. Yeah, like it's gonna be so nice.
So I like that we are gonna get like void weapons, void this, void that. It's like, okay, cool. At least they're exploring something that is like genuinely really cool.
Agreed. And like Xalatath. What could you do? You can't go wrong with Zally.
Yeah. So they very specifically were like, we need to make this like a much better design and blah blah blah. And they did. And it was like, yeah, you really do need something that looks good to the players so they'll be interested.
Yeah.
Like there was no way you were gonna like
Right.
I only complain about her clothing, but other than that.
Just have her. Oh, like the updated one? What's
Just
up with her clothing? What
any
did
of
you
it. I don't
about
like
it?
any of her clothing. Like, the cape is probably the only thing that was really cool about it. Other than that, it's like, honestly, no. It, like, the rest needs some help, but we'll just deal with it.
The cape is nice. I don't even know if I've actually really looked too much at her. Let me look. So let's have.
It's just not that great. I feel like it could have been way better, but that's just, again, just me.
It seems pretty nondescript if I'm. Yeah. How do you feel about the Illyria redesign?
I think she's pretty cool. I didn't really care for Illyria ever, but I mean, they did a good job, so it's kind of like, okay, now I'm at least interested. Like, oh yeah, hey, now I'm ready for you, you know.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry guys, I'm like way over here fixing stuff.
I mean, she looks awesome. It's interesting because it's like it's just such a different
Yes, Roguery.
Like style, like arts feels like a totally different art style to like regular.
It very well may be with how
like what you would expect
often
from,
they just move people in and out of departments and stuff. Like they're constantly changing all that, you know.
Right. Yeah. I will say I think I like the Anduin design the best for sure. I think they did a really bang up job on him.
God, she looks so good. Sorry, I'm like, I love the voidies. I did not know how this was gonna go, but now that I've done it, I'm like, I like it. Oh, the new hair. I thought it was a bob, and then I found a braid on the beta. Oh yeah. So well, that's not on the on the model yet, but at least the one that we can see. But still, like I'd be all for it.
I think it's on the model. It looks like a side bob from the front, but there's actually like a braid going down the back. Which makes more sense because I don't know. The big chop was kind of interesting.
Let me look real quick. Zally model viewer. Nope. Still just straight hair. Well, wavy hair.
Braid?
Yeah, not on the model. No. At least the 10.2.7 model. In the beta is, I'm sure, very different. They're probably just still testing, but they're not like, oh yeah, this is for sure. Boop.
Wait, are you talking about Xal'atath or Illyria?
Xal'atath. Say Illyria, I don't know. You guys are gonna confuse me. Do you mean Illyria?
Illyria has a braid.
Illyria,
yeah,
okay.
Illyria has like a side bob in the front.
Illyria would make more sense.
And then she has a braid in the back.
Gimme, I don't want wow, I want her model. Excuse me, thank you. Okay, don't be a butt.
I think it would have looked more like her though if they had kept her color of blonde.
70.
Instead of lightening her hair.
Oh wait, Telegus. There we go. Give me the correct version. 3D. Let me see. Oh, okay. I see the braid. Got you. So yeah, I think I like that a lot better.
She still has her length.
Yeah. I like that they gave her
I like it a lot better too. Once I saw the braid, I was like, oh, I like this.
It's like, oh, so much better.
But then it begs the question, like, so you have like layers in the front only on one side only? Like I was trying to like make sense of the hairstyle. Like what does it actually look like? And I was like, so she has like
she like
sides, she parted all her hair to the side. cut it into layers in the front, and then left the rest long, and then braided it. Like, I was like, huh?
Yeah, like, excuse me?
Like, with,
What?
like, an undercut on one side? It looks a little like, she looks like a Mass Effect character, a bit.
There we go. So I think we're just gonna cut this one here as well.
That's what I was getting from it anyways. Oh, do you play Dragon Age, by the way?
Nope.
Have you ever played that?
Nope.
No? Oh my
I mean,
god.
I'm interested because like there are all kinds of other games from like the older times, like not quite Skyrim, but there were other like there was like a Magic the Gathering kind of thing that was sort of like Skyrim. So like back in the day, like with all the different games and people that were coming out with shit, like I expect that most fantasy games are pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God, I loved, I was a big fan of the original
Definitely
Age.
Roguery.
There's, the new one's finally coming out. It's been years and years and years in development.
Okay, I think
And crazy that
I'm
it's finally coming out.
tired enough that I can just merge all of this into one.
They also did a tonal shift.
Oh yeah?
Nice.
Well, now I'm just like fucking with so many layers. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I just need to get on here and like paint all of this as is so I can color pick. It's killing me. I want to fix some stuff, damn it.
Valid.
Some of it being the lines too, you just don't know. This is a hard one, I hope so.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, and I will say, Photoshop has the superior smudge brush. Like, I don't care what other
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
I've ever used. I don't like any of it. Procreate, none of it. Like, the smudge is actually like a smudge, like you're smudging chalk, whereas the other ones are like something else. I don't even know. So what?
The smudge tool is still a little scary for me.
It's better for blending. Like, everyone wants to know how I get my skin so, like, soft in certain spots. It is literally just that brush.
Yeah.
Like, but when you're smudging on, say, like, Procreate, it's like, it literally feels like you're pushing paint, not smudging chalk. So there's some specific differences, yeah. Kills me. I'm trying to stick with the light color of my skin here, but woof, we need some choices in some spots. Sorry. I don't mean to be quiet. I'm just getting around to it.
No, no, you're good.
Come on. Ooh. That wasn't oopsies. Well, we're gonna have to fix that too. That is hilarious. I can't believe I did that. Well, I should do this. Where are there still these things? Oh, that could be on just the other layer. Like, why is this stuff still here? Well, you know, it could just be the stupid fucking line layer that is always messy. How much you want to bet? I'm gonna see here and erase it. Yep. Always. Oop! Excuse me. Line, not color. Line. Line, 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 line. No. Woo! Hello. Completely wrong layer. We're good. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's like when you're doing weird shit. It's like, you're fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing happened. It's fine.
Nothing happened. It's fine.
Absolutely nothing.
Deny, deny, deny.
Yay.
When in doubt.
Oops. Watching from the clouds. Thank you, Shadow. Okay, but like, maybe like super purple. If it's right by the hair. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this turned out, simply because it's like it's stylized, but it's still a complicated piece, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like...
Mm-hmm. I definitely know. It looks really nice.
Thank you.
It looks really nice.
Yeah. Ooh, wrong size. Actually, that's probably a fantastic idea to do that. Boop, boop. Keeps the shape. Awesome, awesome. So, yeah, I gotta go down here and fix this stuff. Still just debating on how to do some of this stuff.
Her lips are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And is that, like, what you're drawing? Is that your main? Like...
No,
Is that
this is
like
just one of
your?
the
Do you
priests that
consider do you like consider yourself to have a main like in WoW?
like I have two mains. I have my pally and then my priest, but it's one of those things where the time walking stuff came along and I was just doing extra characters. But a while ago, we were kind of just joking. Speaking of like healing and then voidy stuff, Elu and I like we're talking about it, and I'm like, you know, because everyone's always calling it like being really, really like a child. I'm like, you know, you are definitely the void mommy, and I'm like, well, okay, if you're the void mommy, I'm the void mistress. So I made a character named Void Mistress, but I leveled it during the remix. So now I actually have a
Yes.
full-fledged Void Mistress. So, yeah. So this is just my character, but I just wanted to play with
Hell
doing it
yes.
on Photoshop, because I've also gone from doing stylized portraits on my iPad for 3 years, and I couldn't do rendering the way I could on Photoshop. So now that I have my Cintiq and my Photoshop and I can do everything, this was kind of just my practice of like, okay, now we're here. Now you've got to figure out how to actually do this and make it work. So she was my in-between. And luckily, thank God, because
I see.
now somebody did win a stylized portrait, and then I was like, fuck, now I gotta do one. So, and it turned out pretty good. I'm still working on it, but it's like, yeah. It's just one of those things where you're like, I
Nice.
need practice. Somebody help me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, this
Oh,
is gonna be
that's
terrible.
the light forge, right?
No, that's,
Is that your the Draenei portrait or?
the Draenei one is my Paladin main. And that was, again, yeah, that was done on iPad.
Gotcha.
But that one was like a complete redraw of my Paladin to begin with.
You did that on an iPad?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. If I go to my Cintiq stuff
You're
real quick.
crazy.
Trust me, it was a lot. Okay, so the very first, like, when I was really serious about, like, after doing that one, you know, where I got my settings, I learned how to use Photoshop correctly. After all of that, I decided that I needed to sit down and do a piece and do it as good as I possibly could. Get it critiqued by, like, an artist that I really, like, I value their opinion. And so I did, but I was a lot better than I thought I was when I started. Okay, I moved stuff. Hold on, sorry. Asuna, where you at? Golden Asuna pinup. So, oh yeah, here we go. Perfect. I want the big one. And then there we go. So, if I can do this correctly, this is the original picture. My very first full-on digital professional. I did this, and this is like really what I'm going to be offering people. My Paladin. My very first rendition of my Paladin. And of course, at the time, there were no Lightforged, so there's that. And then, that was 2019, by the way. So I decided to do a 2024 redraw, and I did it. I finished it at the very end of the year. And I have like a more dynamic pose. I have the Lightforged skin. I have her darker. And yeah, so that's where all of that came from. So yeah, I knew I was really good at rendering right away. Like, I was like, okay, this is what I'm really, really good at. But, you know, it was like, yeah, no, you really do need to go back and learn some things. And honestly, the most success you will ever have as an artist is when you go back and, yeah, as long as you're always learning. If you ever stop learning, then I would panic.
Right.
Like, truly, I would actually panic.
I feel like that relates to pretty much everything, too.
Oh, it does. Like, it translates very well, which is nice.
Yeah, you gotta do some reflection.
I'm pressing wrong buttons here. Is the right size? Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's been a long process, but it's been good, and I really have enjoyed the journey. It's so insane you can make stuff in Photoshop. Both of these look amazing. How do you do that? I swear I'm making tutorials. I will show everybody how you can do it. The people
need to know.
The people be asking, and I'm like, I'm working on it. But seriously though, I really,
and
really am
people.
working on Photoshop, like legitimate Photoshop tutorials to teach people how to do this in Photoshop. I guess I can do some Procreate ones too. Like it's not a big deal. But for the most part, everything translates into any program, anything, as long as it has the same type of like brush skill set, I should say. So like Krita, Clip Studio, you could do it in all of it. Truly.
Well, that's good to know.
But the biggest thing with Photoshop too is just like, I know that a lot of people have Photoshop through having it on the cloud from wanting something else, but it gives them Photoshop too. Like you can't choose just one. It gives you like 3, I think. So it's like,
Right.
what if you have it but you don't know how
And
to
the
use
way
it?
you can't cancel it.
Yeah, yeah. But seriously though, like what happens when you have
Oh my
something
god,
and you're
it's
like,
so crazy.
what the hell? Like you might as well learn to use it and like give yourself some like ability to, you know, make more money with something or
Definitely.
something.
Yeah. I mean, Photoshop is also such an amazing program, like for so many different things too.
Oh, yeah. But Roguery, like the thing too is like some of my pieces, like my last commission, I like there was a lot of problems with it, but I did have to stop and do it in black and white. It was very not great. Let me pull this up real quick. Shiva. I have to pull up the actual file, and it's a big file. There we go.
Oh, you did Shira?
No. Shiva Senpai is a Twitch creator. She also does art, but I had to do
Oh.
hers in absolute black and white. So there's this. There we go. So this is it non-colored.
Really?
I had to break it down. I needed my brain to see the actual correct shadows and lights before I could do it. So I did the shadow and then I did or not shadow, but I did the full color on top. So it was like a So like yeah, sometimes doing it in black and white is better. Sometimes you can just do like straight up color. I like to just straight color because I like to get to the end point as soon as possible. So that's kind of my thing.
No, that's right.
Yeah, like even with all this, I'm still like I've merged everything, but I'm still missing like a lot of good details that I'm about to get to right now, where it's like you have the other, how do I even put it? Painted parts? I don't know. You'll see in a minute. But yeah, there were other things that I was like, I could have drawn this in, and I would have if this were like one of my first pieces. I don't want you in overlay. Lighten. Actually, one of my first stylized pieces too, I could go back and show. Like, I'm just showing all the old stuff. Like, why not? Where is Stella?
Trip down memory lane, you know?
Hey, I mean, gotta show you guys, I was not always good. Like, it took time. It took a whole year for me to learn Photoshop and how to set up my settings to be able to do what I do. Like, I did not know anything. People were not very helpful.
Yeah. There's also so much to it that, like, you kind of just, like, the information has to trickle in over time, you know?
Yeah, and that's how it is. It's like, when you get it all at once, you're like, what? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's like you can't even cope with it. It's too much info.
But yeah, because I was gonna do like badges, so I did my discipline priest. So here she is. So I hope you guys can like see that. So I've like done all the detail-y stuff, and so like my rendering was mediocre at this point, but it was still decent enough that like I liked the stylized bits, you know? Like I like the stylized version. Like I love Stella. I still love Stella to this day. I could probably add on to her, but honestly, like I just want to keep her where she is because that was my skill at the time. Because it's like, you know, you don't want to hate on like what you did in the beginning.
No, you can't, for real.
What the fuck? It looks so good. Thank you. But yeah, So, like, you can even zoom in on all these pieces. You could just tell these are just lines on top of lines. Like, I didn't actually do any detail. Like, the face, maybe, yes, I did do detail. And that's when I learned how to, like, really do noses. That first thing I was really good at, just normally, was hands. Because I did hands in traditional, but...
Your hand game is so strong.
Yeah, and then next was noses, then lips, then eyes. Like, I got real good on a lot of stuff. But I do love armor. I do really love armor. So yeah, that was my original
Have you ever
stylized.
done cosplay?
No. People think I should, and I'm like, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, you should. Why not?
Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, like, I do have the materials and
It's
skill
so
for
expensive.
it.
That's valid.
Well, because my grandmother's a seamstress, and she just gifted me last year my own sewing machine. So,
Oh.
yeah. So, like,
Aw, cool.
I have the skill
I hate
set,
sewing.
and you know, I really enjoy it. Like, I don't like that, like, some stuff is a lot more complicated than you think. Like, I made
Yeah.
with my grandma last year a T-Rex plushie.
Yeah.
We didn't finish him, but, like, plushies, you guys, like, don't ever bitch about how expensive they are, because they're a fucking bitch. Especially if it's like the little T-Rex with the little arms. I still haven't done the little arms because I have to hand sew that motherfucker. It's so ridiculous. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get that in a machine. That's no.
Yep.
I don't even know how people do it normally, but, like, no. But it's the same with anything. It's like, you always think, oh, this is so easy, and then you do it yourself, and you're like, first of all, the material was expensive. Secondly, like, what the fuck when you're trying to do this?
So expensive.
And you're just like, man, I'd rather pay
Fabric is
somebody else to do this,
so
but if I
expensive.
did, it would be expensive. Like, that's why people
Yeah.
charge with, like, some
No,
people
sewing
do
is,
outrageously charge. Some people do, but, like, when you know what the actual charging is for all that stuff, then it's like, okay, like, I'll be happy to pay what it actually takes to make it. But, like, ugh.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was on a rant. I had to
Sewing is very
finish.
tedious. No,
It
you were
is.
on it. You were on it. I was enjoying it. I like designing. I do not like
Yeah.
making. Yeah, I don't. That's not for me.
I do like the designing aspect where it's like, I would love to, like, sit here on a screen and, like, draw some stuff. But, like, even then, I'm like, I'm not...
And then have somebody else make it. That sounds great.
Well, I'm not by any means a concept artist, right? Like, I'm like, I don't want to come up with the idea. I just want to, like, with WoW, I want to paint what already exists. Like, there's a reason somebody made that armor. I like it. We're going to go with it. Like, if I want to modify it, that works. But it's like, fuck no. Like, I don't want to be the one to do it. But I'm getting to that point where I do want to make my own clothing. So I am actually learning and buying patterns and things. That's why last night I was on the thing about the crochet shit, because I
there's
found...
a single thing on this world that you don't want to do.
That's what I mean. Everyone's like, oh yeah, niche down. You know who the fuck you're talking to?
So crazy.
Like, there's no such thing.
I love it. You stay busy. I can say that much.
Yeah. But it's like, honestly though, if you have the ability, and that's the sad part. I have the ability to do a lot of things, and it's really awesome, honestly. But it's also like a little rough.
Right.
So yeah, that's my big thing. I'm crazy, and I like to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? You keep us fed, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you greatly. Oh, we also are at about 2 hours. How are you feeling?
What? Okay, so is it pound? say, sorry, my US brain here, but $240 regardless to have your wedding dress taken up 2 centimeters. I would have charged like 20 or 40 bucks. Like, really, come on. That is ridiculous. But anyway,
2
I'm
centimeters.
feeling great. Yeah, we're talking about like the modifying of,
Like charging for tailoring.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tailoring, you're so cute.
Wait, that's what it is.
I mean, it is.
Getting your
It
garments
is, but you're
tailored.
saying it. It is, but you're like over
That's
here
what it's
saying it in a
called.
seamstress stuff. But yes, but it's just so funny because it's very, very wowy. It's just the wowy stuff that makes me go LOL.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, World of Warcraft did not invent tailoring, the profession.
No, they did not. That's for sure.
I
You're such a
Oh, of
spunk.
course. Now, literally, I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like badly because my frames have been dropped pretty much this whole stream, and so I'm like, I don't know how much longer I want to go, considering,
Yeah.
you know, that like
absolutely.
my internet's being dumb. But if you're gonna keep streaming, I can raid into you.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna keep finishing. I'm gonna finish this like for sure. Because I think I just want to finish up some of these extra bits that I didn't draw
Okay.
in. So it'll probably still be
Oh.
like another 30 maybe minutes to do this. So yeah.
That makes sense. Well, I feel like good. We got some work done. It was really nice hanging out.
Absolutely. Oh my god, we need to hang out
You're such a
so
sweetheart.
often. Oh, are you kidding me? You're the best.
Yeah. Aw. No, I'm definitely down. Like, I like a lot of times. Like lately, I've just been keeping people's streams on and just like doing art now. So
Oh yeah, that's what I do
Um,
off stream too. I'm like, I literally do this my whole life, all the time. Like even off stream, you guys. That's why I'm always like, if I can get a game stream, and I'm like, I'm gaming, yes. So trust me, you guys, it's crazy.
well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Aurelia, for having me today.
You are welcome. Hit me up anytime. I will happily do some more with you. Art, game, whatever.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to the videos.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to we need to play some WoW soon.
Yes. What I'm gonna do, switch like this. Bam. Oh my god, now everybody
Sorry,
can see
it's
everything.
a little bit of a small one.
No,
Guys,
no,
it
you're
was
good.
a little.
Like I don't
It was
think,
glitchy over here, so it kind of.
I was gonna say, I don't think a lot of people would have tolerated it for too long, but it's okay.
No, exactly. I was like, we had a. I mean, you know, there was a decent little crowd for a time. I think people. Yeah, but you know,
Yeah. Oh, good.
yeah. Hopefully, my internet gets like better, and yeah, y'all enjoy. Aurelia, I'm gonna lurk as well and enjoy your work. And yeah, let's play something.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Alright,
Dip
bye,
out.
babe.
Appreciate you.
Mwah. Okay. The transition is so smooth. Thank you. Oh my god, Mickey, thank you for that raid. Yeah, I've got a guilty pleasure of Project Runway because making clothes is so interesting. You know what? Yeah. But that's a fun thing that I really like. Cause like I can share this with my grandma. My grandma has like done costumes and stuff for so many years that it's like, and I've asked her about stuff too, and I'm like, how does this work? How does that work? Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, honestly, you're so good. You can, like, you don't need me anymore. You can just do stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, no, grandma. So, I'm still in the biz of taking stuff to her and asking questions, but yeah, when she saw that I pretty much had the skill, she was like, "Oh yeah, no, we're just gonna." She's like, "You definitely inherited this. You're gonna have this. Here you go." And she bought me my own brand new sewing machine that's still in the box. Oh my god. But yeah, now you guys can at least fully see what I'm doing, because I'm like over here when like the regular screen's like right here, and yeah. So sorry about that if you guys missed anything. Hopefully you'll get the bits here now that we're doing this. How's her arm? Yeah, definitely. I only have the one grandma. Well, technically I have another grandma, but I don't talk to her, so she doesn't count. But yeah, no, she's doing a lot better. She called us and she was like, "Oh, hi." And we were like, "Oh, hi." So she gave us the whole like rundown of what she had done, and we're like, "Okay, that's cool." Cuz she loves to tell the story about it for sure. I was like, I need the middle color. What we doing? What are we doing? Boink. Oops. Boink. Boink. And Dante. Oh my god. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for the raids. I am just finishing up from a dual stream with Mickey. We were working on World of Warcraft art, and I was working on my character. Flash the tea, the dragon is raiding. Hello! Alright, let me sit here and do this. I'm bad at this, so let me practice. So there's Mickey. Beautiful drag, just a wonderful human being. Lots of WoW stuff, for sure. And now art. So there we are. And then, oh god, I'm gonna have to do this. There we go. I think I spelled that right. Yes. And Dante here is really fucking cool. Awesome. Chainmail. Like designer, maker, crafter. Freaking awesome shit. So definitely give them a follow if you can. And just also best human being ever as well. So easy peasy. Dante actually gave me like a whole rundown yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. On his D&D character, who was amazing. So yeah. I'm just meeting all the best people lately. I don't know how or why, but I'm very happy with it. I don't know where everybody's been my whole life, but it's fine. Come to me, come to me. Okay, that doesn't do that exactly in that color, but it's fine. Well, it kind of does it like that. How about that? Ooh. Ooh, it's like a light teal blue. Either way. As long as it does what I want it to do in the color dodge section. Aha. Yes, it does. Okay. Well, it's not getting up there, but it's fine. Anyways, this is just about where we're gonna be with this. I just wanted to make sure I got all the goods. All the shinies, all the funsies. You're super easy to talk to. Well, thank you. Well, type to. Talking, chatting, just having fun. Seriously, though, and Roguery, too. Like, I've just been, like, sitting and chatting with people lately. It's just been super freaking awesome. Trying to think if there's anything else I needed to add to this. Did I want to do, like... Sometimes people will do white lashes. I don't remember if I wanted to do... We'll just fill in the color here on these ones. Why not? Because I'm like, I wanted to do some... You know, wanted my glowies to work properly. And then I do it on top of the line art as well. Excuse me. This is a lash. You need to let me lash. Thank you. Make it work. Okay, maybe not make it like that far down. I mean, as I'm realizing, like, yes, lash is under, but holy crap, we don't need to be that ridiculous, do we? There we go. It's a little nicer. Very much nicer. Seems kind of funny to me. I don't know. I can't decide if I like it or not. Belle, what, ma'am? What? I finished that chainmail headpiece that I started on Wednesday. Ooh, fancy. Noticed that I needed to clean the rust off of the necklace piece. Oh, I'm currently blowtorching the big piece that I've just cleaned. Oh my god. Work it. Let's do this. Should I make the color like the color? Like that? No, it needs to be lighter. Lighter? Lighter? Just not the white. Okay, there we go. That's better. Hello. So, unfortunately, you guys are literally getting me on the tail end here. I'm just about done. Let's see. That's the liner. That's the color. Where's the... Oh, frame. Thank you. I did the frame, and I wasn't sure about color at the time. So... I think the blue is still a good color variation, but adjustments, we want curves. I think I want the back color pretty well done. That's really saturated, but I think that's fine. I was honestly just looking for something that would work with this when I did it, so at this point I could probably just figure out some... I don't know. Do I like the dark one or did I like the light one? Actually, I feel like I kind of liked it better in this. This is very gray. That's okay. Boom. Bump it up right here with some of that. But yeah, so just getting the last tidbit of all of this. But honestly, without that even, I think we're gonna duplicate this group just to be safe. You know, I can type. Haha. So, ignore you. Pretend you don't exist. Wait a minute, what did I just do? I just completely deleted all of that. Don't ask questions, you guys. I'm struggling. Final with the Voidmistress in here, if you don't mind. Okay. Oh, I do need the line art on top. That would be helpful. Actually, let's duplicate this as well. Oh my god, final stuff, you guys. That's like really, really, really ridiculous. Liner color, take this, take all of these, put them into this folder all together, so I don't need that. Okay, everything is all on one layer for that one. Where are you? What am I looking for? Thank you. Okay, stroke on the outside, and it'll go around all of this. Let's make it like a 5. Whoa, whoa, somebody did not merge well here. You're messing with my stroke. Me no likey. I'm gonna take that off for a minute. Oh, because I merged those and it was all... I got you. I got you. I see what it's doing. Clean up. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, crew. I had a really fun discussion with 𝐢 today. That's so nice. Congrats. 𝐢 is also an amazing human being. Oodles of fun. What is all this? Look at this. Look at this nutso. Oh. See, it's also showing up on the wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I could use some actual cleanup for sure. Excuse me. Look at this. When did this happen? Why are you so messy? Do not like my stuff messy. Kiss me. Kiss me. Okay. Blech. Okay. Let's do a new layer with a very nice, big, not that big thing. Layers are never fun. Let me still eat without saving. No, I did that once. Not doing that again. And all the way up here. How did you not manage? Like, do I seriously have to do this by hand right now? What are you doing to me? And if all else fails, if you're gonna fight stuff, just freaking do it the hard way, the slow way, and make everybody regret it. Brr. Yeah, if you're on a line that needs to be fixed, you're gonna regret it. Alright, and then, yeah. All the way there. Yeah. Pressed as hard as that'll go. You better work. Sort of, kind of. Oh my god, I don't even know what that means, but it sounds complicated. Oops. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. It just wants to get like one side. I mean, that's cool and all, but can we... Still need to paint on some spots. What is that? Aggravating. What it is. All the way down. All the way down to... Swear to God. That doesn't show up on this side. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sit here and paint you, it's fine. Follow the straight line, Vel. Follow the straight line. Remember, when all else fails, follow the yellow brick road. And if there ain't no yellow brick road, you fucked. And this is my yellow brick road. A line. Come on, you know, a line like a real man. Okay, it's a little too manly there, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Just needed some outside help. It's fine. Boop. Okay. Now, you know what? Fuck it. I've done this whole thing by hand. Let's just keep going by hand. I'm not even gonna try it. We're gonna make our real lines here, and you're gonna like it. And if you don't like it, you can bite me. Stupid painting. Just a second, boyos. I'm fixing things. Yeah. Okay. Jesus. Just gotta do it myself. Come on. Straight. I'll be straight for mommy. Aha. Then we'll just do the fancy layer bits on the texty bits. Suck it! Okay, and you go on top of that, so it goes all together, ta-dee-da, and then that does not exist. Done! Save it as a PNG. Which is going to take a minute because it's huge, but at least then I can put it on whatever if I need to. Oh, thank goodness. And then save the Photoshop file itself and all the work. Doody-doody-doody-doo. In my uni, we often get power cuts, especially in the summer. Oh. Even though they're a backup generator. Yeah, it gets toast for a split second and fucks it all up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, you very much know exactly what that means. There we go. Yeah. And then I'm going to do this one right here. Copy merge. Save my steps. So, here's where we started today. Here's where we finished. Bam! Oopsie. The rest of you should be there. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. You know, another thing. Yes, I know. I'm trying to save you, but I want to also do things. Hold on. Where's my signature? I don't think I have a signature on this yet. Whoops. Okay, I'm not done. I'm almost done. This is not totally me all the time. Ooh. Oh, steps. Thank you. I'm like, I can't see it if it's not there. Do you mind? Excuse me. Ta-da. Ta-da. Ta-da, ta-da. So, but do I want it there? Do I want it over here? Makes these more interesting. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Just depends. Let's do it right there. We'll put it at 50%. Excuse me. Do what you're told, please. Can you please? There we go. Alrighty. I'm really glad that worked out. Okay, now I can save the file all over the ring. Totally fine. That looks awesome. That looks so good. I love that helmet so much. Yeah. For anyone curious, over here in the corner, this is the character. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. I could have done like the layer effect for like the glowing like outside, but nah, just too much for what's going on. The whole point was her void form. The runes almost look like they're pulsing. Yeah, they can keep pulsing. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so now I literally have to save these all over again. It's totally fine. It's not like I have to save things 20 times. That's normal. It really is normal, you guys. It's like, did I save it? Well, if you remember saving it, save it one more time. Or you don't remember saving it, save it 2 more times. Oh no! The problem with the PNG is I can see through some stuff. Excuse me. We're gonna duplicate you and make you, like, cover yourself. Cover yourself? What is this nonsense? Okay. Damn it, now I gotta save it all over again. This is why you always check all your shit, because you're gonna need to do this like 20 times. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You slayed this, I love her, thank you. I'm just glad it looks the way it does, because that's why I put her hand there. I'm like, I want some void form on her face, her hand, or her hair. I was like, the handle separate it nicely, but like, oh my god. There were some legitimate workings to this one, for sure. Okay, let's do this all over again. And do this, and the copy merge. Dear god. But yeah, I like to save my steps. There we go. So if anyone's curious, this is how this started. Legitimately. Just so y'all know, we're not all perfect, okay? We are pretty crappy artists in the beginning. But really, we all know Vella's not a sketcher. Vella's a renderer. I'm not even a colorer. I'm a renderer. Here we go. I honestly didn't even know if I was gonna finish her with, like, all the stuff's happening and everything. I was really shocked. I was like, someday I'll finish her. But honestly, best stuff. Work on your own stuff on dual streams. This is the way to go, guys. Yes, thank you so much. Well, it gives you somebody to talk to while you're working, and it's just, the flow goes a lot better, I think. So, yeah, me enjoy very much. Very happy. Very last thing I do, which you guys should definitely take into account. So this is a 4,000 by 4,000 at least piece. So what I would do at the very end, make one piece that's like 1K. Like 800 or 1K pixels for sure. Because this now, because you saw the full size, this is now the full size piece. And I'm going to save this one, and this gets saved specifically as the social media piece. So the tag is VM Socials, Void Mistress Socials. And that's the one that's going to go online. So nobody can steal the big, beautiful piece of work. Ta-ta. You're welcome. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever put the whole thing up there. That is my suggestion. Like the full size. If it's for somebody, give the client the full size. But when you put it online, definitely do the small size. That way, because this is 4K, this could easily be like a 16 by 20 photo print. Easily. If you guys don't know what a 16 by 20 is, it's a very large print. But yes, I'm going to post this real quick. Progress from Dual Stream with Mikki. So yeah. Then the little bit can be posted online, blah, 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 and everybody could see it. It's so pretty. But anyways, if you would like to commission me, you can commission me for a stylized piece like this. Seriously, though, these stylized pieces, even though I do give them a little bit of rendering, they are not a fully rendered piece. So these are probably the easiest, cheapest, best options for people. So, like, if you like how this looks, like, yeah, this is what I do. And if you didn't notice, look at this. I like how much, wanna know how much detail I really put in? Here's a voidy tendril over here hiding, and then here's like the normal tendril-y over here. Isn't it adorable? I love it. I just used to heavily watermark all my photos. Yeah, I did too. And then it was like, you know what? I just don't fucking care. I've signed it. I have the original size. So, like, someone could take me to court and I'm like, yeah, show me where their work is. I have the entire file. Like, if you look on the bottom right-hand side, you guys, I have the file with all of the fucking pieces, all the stages. Like, yeah, that's my thing. Also, never put your PSDs, which is this file right here. Never put your PSDs online either. Some people will do that, like they'll do like Patreon or something and they'll sell their whole PSDs. That is their choice, but I honestly say never ever put your PSDs online because then you can always prove that you did the real work. That's my opinion, but it's a very heavy opinion. Anyways. Yeah, exactly. So, thank you guys so much. I love all of you for showing up, especially on a day that is not a scheduled stream. This was so much fun. And again, if you want to commission me, go for it. If you want to dual stream with me, either playing games or hanging out and just whatever, doing art, that's cool. I do also do the gamey streams. Lots of fun. I love hanging out with people. So message me on Discord for that. Otherwise, I am officially on vacation, guys. Yes, I will not see you guys again unless it's random streams while I'm at grandma's, which is going to be very spotty, like Roguery had mentioned, and I mentioned at the beginning of stream. My grandmother fell and broke her arm on the 3rd, so I will be very much cooking and cleaning and taking care of grandma. But the 8th and 9th, I will be at Hearst Castle, doing a lot of stuff with my mom, and then I will be spending the rest of the time until the 17th with grandma. Then I'll be home and we'll do more of this. Otherwise, you're only going to get gaming streams from me while I'm on vacation, and or if I do art, it will be on the iPad, and it's very old school. You're not going to get a very nice, clean screen like this, so just be aware. Vel's doing things, she's doing what she can, but it is still vacation-y and fun, so regardless, I will see you guys with this kind of stuff officially when we come back at the end of July. Enjoy your time with grandma and your trip. Thank you. I will. I really, really will. I'm very excited. So, and I'm very excited because for the Hearst Castle stuff, you guys, it's going to be on YouTube. So expect videos and pictures and all the things. If you are not a part of my Discord, you will not see the pictures and things, but regardless, it is an option. You may not, whatever works for you. I love every single one of you. And I will see you guys in a few weeks. Bye-bye.